This is a video about how to find your own sound. So you want to make your own music, you're an artist, you want to make some bangers. What type of music are you going to make? That's a good question. How do you sound like yourself? I'm not the end-all authority on this subject, but what I have done in the past is I've tried to make music as an artist for a long time. As much as I wish I could say, like, I'm a big artist and this is how you do it. This is how you become a big artist and find your own way. Yeah, I can't do that right now. But what I do have on my side is lots of years of freaking gooping around and doing a bunch of mistakes. These are mistakes I made in the past. Don't do these. Big waste of time. But also, I'll share an example from an artist that says basically the same thing. How to find your own sound? It's pretty simple. You make the music you like. It's something that sounds a lot easier said than done. I'm not much of a gambler, a predictor, a fortune teller, but I can tell you one thing with certainty. This is going to happen within the next 6 months. There's going to be a song that comes out that maybe you don't like that much. It's okay, but it's going to be released by a label that maybe you respect. It's going to get onto a playlist that you really like. It's going to have some crowd, some following. It's going to get plays. It's going to get lots of comments and interest on the internet. Maybe your friends are going to like it as well. All of those things that you would want for a song. You're going to feel an urge deep down that says, maybe I should try making a song like that. How hard could it be? Right? And there's nothing wrong with any of those things. That's like stuff you would want for your music. Getting plays, getting attention, getting like a crowd that likes your music. But there was something that happened right there that you should be aware of. You went from making music that you like versus music that you think would do well. There's just about 47 reasons, give or take, why you should make the music that you like. Let me give you 3. 1, you don't have to put yourself in someone else's shoes, right? You're already an expert at this music. You know what type of music you like. You don't have to play the imagining game. When you're making music that you think would do well, you have to put yourself in the shoes of like a label, for example. So you say, let's look at the last 10 songs that this label put out. You look at them and you say, all right, I'm going to try to make songs like that because I want to be on that label. Let me tell you why that's not a good idea. Labels have songs on like backlog. So the songs they would be looking for completely different than the songs that they're putting out now. You want to make the music that you like because you already have experience in that area. You know the difference between the good songs and the bad songs. A second reason, you get satisfaction from that work. And that satisfaction is going to keep you going when it's tough. If you're just starting out, music's not going to be easy. What's going to keep you going is making something that you yourself find satisfaction in. You don't get that if you make something and say, oh wow, someone else is going to really like this. Here's a third reason why you should make the music you like. Your time is valuable. You have school, you have a job, you have something that takes up most of your day, and then you come back, you have to do whatever thing you have to do. Drive somewhere, you have to do XYZ, you have to, I don't know, make dinner for yourself. And then you sit down to make music. That time you've got there is precious. You only have like 1 hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours if you're lucky to like really focus in on this stuff. And if you're trying to chase the trend, that time you spend chasing it, it's just going down the drain. Trends are going to change like month after month. New songs are going to pop up that totally change it. So all that effort you spent going in one direction, you're going to have to change if you want to keep chasing trends. You don't actually get to move the needle in a direction when you're working on something. All right, here's what you do. Here's the action part of this. Here's how you make songs that sound like yourself. You focus in on the songs that you really like. You make a playlist of them, maybe like 10, 8, 15, something in that range. Don't pay attention to play counts here. Don't pay attention to the personas of the artists. Don't pay attention to anything other than the stuff that makes you say, that is such a great song. I don't care what anyone else says. Say the next Friday morning comes along and you hear a new song that was released and it is a banger and it does blow your mind and you're like, that is a good song. I don't care what anyone else says. Then add it to the playlist. That's a good song. But what you don't do is you don't remake this playlist every month. These should be songs that are kind of proven to be bangers, proven bangers, songs you really like. Now that you've got your playlist, here's what you do. You sit down and you listen to them and you think to yourself, it's a good song. What is the good things and the bad things that I can take from it? Bad things, these are supposed to be your favorite songs. If you sat down and had the same idea, you would vomit up something else. You would not make it in the same way that they did. Let's just bang out some examples here. For example, like a short arrangement. Say the song is like really good, but it's like a minute 30 length. Do you like that? Are you going to make minute 30 songs because this song's good? No. You're going to make whatever length song because that's the length song you want to make. You're not making it because of any other thing you're trying to please. These are the things, like you're making stuff that fits who you are, what you would make if you had that same idea. How would you do it differently? What makes you go, I wish they did it this way? Maybe you want a bigger difference in the chorus section versus the verse section. Maybe you'd like some guitar parts in there. It's all up to your taste. A big one is lyrics. If you are a lyric person, there's like a bunch of different ways to do lyrics. You could do lyrics in a way that's like, this is me, I'm flaunting what I've got. And then there's also lyrics that are like, they need to be true to who I am. Or there's lyrics that are like, I'm going to try to make you laugh. I'm going to say something funny. Or it could be just like lyrics that don't really make sense, but they sound good. Those are all different ways of doing lyrics, and you just have your own way of like doing them. That's what we're doing here. We're developing your opinion on like what a good song sounds like to you. Another one related to arrangement is like how quickly stuff comes in and out. If you have like a very short attention span, how are you going to make songs that fit your attention span? Introduce stuff, change stuff all the time. Get to the chorus by 20 seconds or start with the chorus. Have no instrumental in the beginning. It's all different stuff you could do to fit how you like music. All of this stuff, why does the song sound good to you, and what would you change to make the song sound like something you would want to make? You could keep it in your head, but I would recommend writing it down somewhere so you could crystallize it. Really vocalize what makes a good song to you. Take some notes or whatever. These are your guidelines, your North Star, what you keep coming back to. Those notes show you how to make the style of music that you like. We're getting even more granular here. How do you make that first song? You take one of those songs from your playlist, throw it into your DAW, and you recreate it as well as you can. Use as much as that song as you can, like really stick to it. And then what you do is you sneak in your ideas. You take those notes that you made and you switch up the song. You make the chorus start sooner because that's what you like. You take out instrumental sections because you don't like that. You make the lyrics playful and happy. You change the BPM because you like it fast. All of this different stuff you change in the song to the point where it becomes your song, not the original song. Just like in school, if you copy from one source, that's plagiarism. But if you use 7 sources and add your own twist, it's your own research paper. After you make that song, you save all that stuff. Save that folder in your DAW so it's like quick access. All of the drum sounds, maybe even MIDI for drum patterns. You could even duplicate the project file and just use that stuff again. Reusing the same synths, effect patches, drums. Reuse all this stuff in your next one. There was a Umru live stream a while back for his 3rd sample pack on Splice. I feel like I referenced this a lot. It was on the Splice Twitch. And in the live stream, he broke down the song Heart 2. One thing I took away from it was how he said he reused synths and drums effect patches from previous songs he made.
Bunch of stuff on it. Reactor effects, which is like a effect version of that same synth. You'll see I just use the same thing a lot. It's part of like, I don't know, I try and make things feel consistent, so I just use the same things over and over again.
So to wrap it up, in conclusion, here's a summary with the action points so you don't have to go back and like re-listen. You're already an expert in the type of music that you like. That's the type of music you should be making. Don't be too swayed by a song that pops off. Instead, create like a playlist of your favorite songs and really focus on what you like and what you don't like in those. What makes you say, man, I wish they did it this way. Keep track of those preferences and try to make music that follows those rules. And then finally, settle on songs and sounds that you really like and reuse them. Now you know what to do. Go on and do it. Make those dreams come true. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.